Well, first let us understand that we all take hundreds of decisions every day, whether what to dress or what to eat or where to sit or you buy this thing. What exactly makes a decision tough? What are the tough decisions? Tough decisions are where the consequences are going to affect a large number of people for a long period of time. The risks are high because some of those wrong decisions may change the course of history. Like, say, when India got its independence and the merger of the states was going, a decision was taken, that is, let us go to the United Nations, because from the Pakistani side, the masqueraders have come with arms and others. Rather than taking them headlong strongly, we thought that let us go to the United Nations. And thereafter, we got into a situation where it became internationalized and we could not, the Pakistan occupied Kashmir, liberate it. So that was a decision that has got a long-term consequences. Even till today, all the problems of Kashmir are because of that. Otherwise, 535 states had been merged with India. So it was also one of the other princely states which had merged with India. But since we had taken the decision to go to the United Nations, and thereby we found it difficult that the UN position was not something which was in consonance with our national interest. So how do you take the tough decisions? The first thing is that you must have clarity of objectives. Take out all adjectives, all adverbs. It should be only the nouns and the verbs. Make it as small and as simple as possible. Don't say we are going to fight terrorism. That is not the objective. In this particular case, say that we are going to neutralize on such and such date, such and such person, or such and such module, or such as this thing like that. That is a specific course of action about which you have got a clarity. And when that happens, this is the next thing that I have got to do. So your objectives must be very well defined. We normally, particularly the Indian mind, gets bogged down with a lot of philosophies, thinkings, thoughts, worries, anxieties and others, but on the focused, it is not very clear about its objectives. After that, you must do an objective analysis of your strengths, of your circumstances, of your limitations, of the resources available, of the possibilities that can happen. Now, when I say objective, it is very, very important. And that makes, say, in my case, I never take a decision. I ask myself some questions. Am I angry? If I am angry, I never take a decision. Because normally, you have not taken an objective decision. Your objectivity suffers when you are angry. Am I afraid? If I am afraid, my decisions are not objective. The security of my life becomes more important for me. So my decision will be affected that after this, whether I'll come alive or I'll be dead. So I'll say, okay, I'll wait for another day. I'll take a decision tomorrow. When I have sublimated myself, that no, it doesn't matter. If I die, I die. I'm prepared for that. I made arrangements for anything that I care for or anything that is my responsibility. Whether you are upset, whether you feel that your personal interests are at stake, that you may lose the job or you may lose the thing. There are a lot of anxieties that the people can have. Don't take a decision. Let it stabilize. You must take a decision to be objective in a completely calm state of mind, in a completely composed state of mind, in a completely neutral state of mind. Then, after you have got the objectives defined, see what are the different options by which you can achieve those objectives. Tough decisions do not leave many options. But still there are options. And your experience, your knowledge makes those options, create those operations or those options. So you say that, okay, I have to go from here to Connaught Place. How do you select the best option? Each option has got a cost. Each option has got a time. Each option has got the opportunities in which it can be done. What suits you best? That is the best option, which is most cost effective and sure to get your objective. Now, who are the people normally do not take wrong decisions? They adopt a wrong option, which they say that our decision was wrong. It was not the decision that was wrong. It was the option that you adopted for it that was wrong. And why did you adopt the wrong option? Because you had not researched it. Your knowledge, your database, your experience, your communication with the people that you did this thing, you had not done that well. And therefore, you select an option that is, I decide to go to Connaught Place via Chandni Chowk. And then I say, well, it has taken me 2 hours. It is not that going to Connaught Place was bad. It is that you decided to go the wrong way. How do you collect the wrong way? When you see the map, when you know every street and every turn into the map, and then you will reach in the fastest possible way using the minimum amount of petrol and the time. So work out your options and prepare for it. After you have selected the option, then start preparing for it. And that is the most important thing. And I want to emphasize on this, that this is very, very important, that you have to give your best. Your decisions are not right or wrong. What happens is this, that is, you take a decision, but then you don't work towards it, to fructify it with a total commitment, with total, give your best in every way. You know, in life, it is important to make right decisions. But there's something which is still more important. That is to make the decisions right. Once you have taken the decision, it's a right, you are all young people, and tomorrow you may like to select a spouse for you, a life partner for yourself. You'll all be thinking that probably the secret lies in selecting the right partner. Probably yes. But more of it lies whether you can make that marriage right.
Very true.
So, taking the right decision is less important than making the decision right. After you have taken a decision, then it is your bravery, it is your commitment, it is your foresightedness, it is your sense of tolerance, your ability to take this thing, that you make the decision right. Since you have taken it, and you have got a responsibility, ठीक है, गलत डिसीजन अगर हो भी गया, थोड़ा सा गलती भी है, in spite of that, you try to make it right. And so concentrate more on action than keep on changing your decisions. If you have taken a decision, go ahead with that.
So we have